Hey guys, kreezxil here, and today we're gonna blur out this little date thing that's up here. And this is how we're gonna do it. Alright, so I just recorded a few seconds of me talking about blurring that thing out up there. So I'm gonna come over here and start. I got my kdenlive up and running, and I'm gonna add that clip that I just made, which is right here, the first one. And we'll hit OK. And then, so we'll just drag it down here to the timeline. If you have a big old gap and you don't want to scroll back all night, you can right click and do that and remove the space. So here we are getting ready to talk. Let me be quiet a minute while we play at this. Hey guys, kreezxil here, and today we're gonna blur out this little date thing that's up here. Alright, so we just verified that's real. So what I want to do is we're going to make a copy. So I muted this other audio track. So we're going to make a copy of the top of this clip. This clip. We just right click on it and hit copy. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to hit paste. And then we just, drag that back to where everything matches. And then we're not going to have a double sound going over here. So we got this going right. Let's get the time scrubber over there and you can see it. So what we care about now is we're going to type in blur. Blur. Or not blue, blur. All right, so any one of those will do, and you have to hit on things. But I'm going to take box. I kind of like box. I don't know, because the word box, and that's a box, but it doesn't matter. They all have the same, almost have the same settings. So got the blur on it. And then all it does is change how the screen itself blurs. So since we're on top of this, we're going to end up seeing the blur go over this. So you just move around with this and you go, is that the kind of blur I'm looking for? Let's say that's the kind of blur I'm looking for. All right, good. Well, this is not where you control the size of the blur. You choose that with crop. Crop, scale, and tilt. Or crop by padding. Take your pick. Or edge crop. I don't know. I like this one. Maybe because it has a lot of options in it. Come back to the stack, and there's crop, scale, and tilt. And then we'll just go ahead and you see there's this bar kind of moving. You just adjust it to where it's covering what you want. And that's a little too far. Good. Now, you don't want to see, there's actually a bottom here that you can't see. Now the top is just perfect. We're at the top. See how the mouse just suddenly showed up? And there we go. It'd be so much easier if we could just do rectangles up here and select the area. And there may be a way to do that, but it's been lost to reality. That's it. Now I export, and this section of the clip would be that would be blurred. Or you can do a tiny piece, Like we can like for instance, we can just delete all of this. And we can do a little bit of cutty cut. Let's cut here and here. All right. And then all we want to blur will be in that one spot. So we don't care about that crop. We have to go to the blur. And now I'll choose a different blur this time just to be, different about it. Let's try that average blur that's sitting on top. So I'll put it right up in there. And we'll come over there and there's nothing. We're still cutting things. Control Z, hit this arrow. Boom, there it is. So we have an X size and a Y size. It's just a matter of deciding how you want to blur it. All right, let's say everything's blurred, you can't read it, so we're fine. All right, once again, crop. let's use a different crop just for fun. All right, there's a different crop just for fun. And it's like, oh, how am I use this? There's an X and a Y coordinate and then a width, apparently. So, oh, this crop has a box. All right. So we'll crop that. Maybe that's the better crop, huh? And boom, just that part's cropped now. Hey, kreezxil here, and today we're gonna blur out this little date. So that is the best way. That any other way of cropping is bupkis. I mean blurring is bupkis. So there you go.